All right, everybody, welcome back to the show. We are here with another jam-packed episode, and I'm here with my guy, Daniel. What's going on, man?
What's up? What's up? How's it going?
Shit, you know how it is, man. This week four is after week four, right before week five. We in the middle, we in the thick of it. We just
Yeah,
passed the quarter mark. Now we get to see the real action go down.
everybody got tape on them now, so
It's real.
good discussions. Everything's going. Everybody falling in to where they need to fall in at.
Mm-hmm. And that's why I was just thinking about that earlier today. Like once you crack week six, like once we get past next weekend, we really gonna have a real solid like encapsulation of what like the year is looking forward to. Because you're gonna have there's gonna be teams that are 0-6, 2 and
Man,
4. Like you're gonna
it's
really
really
get an
gonna
idea.
the Caleb race is really finna go crazy. Like it's
Yeah,
just
we
like who's
really
really
gonna
gonna get
know
Caleb?
after.
Is he gonna stay or is he not gonna stay?
Okay, we can do a quick pop in right there because there's no okay. So I hear everybody keep saying hey, he can stay and make more money than if he signed now. But if he left now, but if he does that, he just pushing his max contract back another year. So what would be
Right.
the benefit of
But
doing that?
but pushing the max contract don't matter when one you supplemented it with the NIL on NIL on top of endorsements. So like they don't care about pushing it back because if he's good, like he's good, a team can sign him a year early. You know, we signed Mahomes a year early. Like people
That's
get their
true.
contracts typically that year before their contract is over.
That's true. I just
So
don't see why, but it's a big difference between making 12 in college and then 10 for 3 years versus just leave now and you getting the 10 for or whatever it is for 3 years and then getting 50. It might be he might get 60 on his second contract. By then, we might be looking at quarterbacks getting 65 million in 5, 6 more years. Like it'll be I'm out. I don't give a fuck what team I go to. I do not care. Yeah, like
I mean, people want to win
60?
too, though. Super Bowls is just like you go to
Yeah,
a team,
bro.
they see how these GMs and coaching and ownership is treating these quarterbacks. They like, what? I ain't finna waste 5 years of my career and then end up like Geno and then wait 5 years and then now I'm good for the last 3, 4 years of my career. Like,
That's true. But if you don't leave this year, you're also if the Bears stay one and the Panthers stay two like they are right now, you missing out on going to the same team as Marvin Harrison. Like you, hey,
I mean, that might be his thing. If the Bears do get 1-2 and him and Marvin like, yo, and just like, all right,
and then
or then they,
could
you
you
never know.
imagine? And then DJ, does that who's? I mean, we don't know, but we
Claypool's not
talking
gonna
about.
be there,
Well, no, Claypool's. You're out of here, buddy.
right? Like
You
Claypool
he
won't be
damn near
there.
finna be out the league at this point. The way his
Yeah.
tape looked. I just seen that highlight the Twitter highlights again, a new set, and it's like,
I
bro,
don't think he want to be there. He's unmotivated to be in
he
Chicago.
he played football like he just like he don't want to be there. Exactly, like he just like I'm supposed to be playing basketball, bro. I'm not supposed to be doing this.
When
But
did I
yeah,
even start this?
but like I just don't. You got to leave this year, man. You got to because you can get hurt, and I understand you can make so much money at USC with the NIL deals, but I just don't see that it's like there's too much risk in it to go back and not to just be in the league. Because
I
okay,
mean,
you stay and then you go what to the Commanders? You go to like you know what I mean? You just go to the Panthers, like
no,
you just go
maybe
to a worse team.
I don't know. Like
At least you go to the Bears. Ryan Poles he has the blueprint.
it's gonna be a different coach. We know that for sure. So
Oh
you don't
yeah,
know who it's gonna be.
yeah. I mean, go. A lot of people just keep talking about the. It could be enemy. It could be Brad Johnson by next year. Like there's good coaches, good offensive
Yeah.
coordinators out there right now. It's just just leave, bro. It's the top pick. Like you're getting picked number one. It's not like you're gonna fall and go to a good team. It's not happening. You're stuck.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. I mean, that's the point of the draft. The worst teams get the top picks.
of course, yeah.
So
But that's what I mean. It's like, yeah, so what you gonna just or are you just gonna be like do the trade me thing? Like was it Eli that did
like
that?
Eli, yeah, Eli
Yeah.
Phillip Rivers.
Like I'm not staying here. Just trade me. Trade me to whoever. Just anywhere but Chicago. But yeah. Uh Speaking of the Bears and Ryan Poles and his experience with being under the Chiefs and Andy Reid, we had that was Sunday night, right? We had a jam-packed Sunday night.
Yeah.
Little tidbit. This was the highest rated game outside of the Super Bowl in the past year. Was Sunday night versus the Jets. All because you know who, her who shall not be named, was at the game. I'm done talking about this. I don't want to talk about. I want to talk about
No,
Tay Tay no more. No
nah,
more.
ain't worth it. We
It's
did
over
it.
with.
It's good. It is what
Yeah.
it is. They live their lives.
I did actually. This is I will say this. I did hear on TV on one of the TV shows where they was talking about, oh, will she be there in Germany and and I was like, oh, yep, I already called that one. That's happening.
Yeah, it's going. She gonna be there. It's okay.
1,000%. But Chiefs Jets, 23-20, Chiefs win. It was ugly. It was just an ugly game. I don't know what to say.
I, I
I
mean,
don't even
but
know what to say.
I said it
What's that?
before this. Remember the receivers. It's like it's no communicate. Not communication, but cohesiveness and chemistry with them yet. So it's just like, and they all young. They all trying to figure out like their role as well in
Mm.
the offense. Travis know his role. Travis gonna be Travis wherever Travis go. But is who's the outside? Do we have an outside slide? Everybody seems they can play the slides. It seems like
Yeah,
they put everybody in motion. Like Sky Moore,
boy.
Rasheed Rice, Kadarius Toney, always jet sweeping back and forth across the sideline. So we know we good on those, but we need a true just go outside the numbers, bro. They line you up and just go do work. We need a fade route. Go do a fade.
I mean, what
Like,
what you're really talking about is the real symptom, the real problem here is none of these guys can beat man coverage. Not a single one of them. Nobody. Nobody
no,
can
they
beat man to
only
man.
no, they only beat it when Pat Mahomes runs out the pocket. And now they got
And
their
they
man
just
off the balance. It's just like,
you can just
all right,
stop and cut back the other way, and Pat just is right there looking at you. But yes,
right.
I literally like, and I don't want to. It's not like I'm a fucking expert or anything, right? But I watched the all 22. I literally went and watched the all 22 of that whole game. And when I tell you, and I hate this because I'm pretty sure last time we did the episode, I kind of dumped on the same guy, but Sky Moore, I don't understand. I mean, and Rasheed Rice was the same way. Like they just can't separate when it's man to
No,
man, and your man's right in front of you, especially against the press. It was just embarrassing. Like they literally just can't get any separation. I watched a route where Rasheed Rice was in the slot, and he just ran a seam route, and the dude never left his hip. He just rode him the whole time. Like, yep, I'm not going no, like step for step the entire way. And it was just like you could see Pat look to him, and then he just was like, "All right, I don't know what to do." I, excuse me. He's like, I can't throw this dude the ball. There's a safety,
that's not the one that
and
he
his man is
dropped, was
on.
it?
No, 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 no.
Okay, I was like, because he
Now
dropped the
he didn't
same
even throw it
route.
to him. I think he ended
Okay.
up checking down to Pacheco, but it was just kind of like you could tell he went through the progression, and I'm pretty sure that Rasheed Rice was second because of the way he turned, and he was just like, "Oh shit, like what am I supposed to do now?" Like Trav is locked up, he locked up. Sky, I don't even remember what Sky did on that play, but he definitely wasn't open either.
Probably did some short route, jet sweep,
But
something on it.
it's a symptom of what we was talking about last time, where we keep drafting these gadget guys, these they're just regular dudes. They not like, and I don't want to say it like that, like, oh, they just regular guys. Obviously, they're NFL athletes, but they not top tier athletes. So
No,
it's just pure
they
scheme when they
plug
do
and
get
play.
open.
They plug and play. Hence why all the receivers we drafted since this era goes to other teams, and
Don't get no play. Literally don't even
uh,
play.
uh, we could go all the way back as Chris Conley. got a contract, didn't do nothing. Demarcus Robinson out the league.
Out the
McCole
league in like
Harmon.
2 years.
Like it's just like all these players, they look good with the Chiefs, but then they go and so we get a lot of plug and play rather than just going to get like, all right,
Yeah. But it's
go.
sad now. Pat is scrambling 6 times a game.
Yeah, I know. I bet his over on rushing every game.
It's
Like,
disgusting right now. Like I can't. And to think that he is possibly not hurt but banged up a little bit on top of that, and he just has to run. He's just looking at it like I got to run, and that's why you see him throw all the picks. Because I mean, there was another thing going around that I've seen people talking about that they think maybe Pat was like hurt or whatever because he threw that duck to MVS. I think it was in like the third, fourth
he's
quarter, something
not.
like that.
You're talking about against his Jets, right?
Yeah. Where he just
I
threw a
don't think
duck
he
to
was
him.
just. I don't. The thing he wasn't using his back foot much. He wasn't pushing out. It was just like he was just like floating. It's like there you go.
Yeah, he was
Because
throwing
a lot of
just
his throws was just like I don't know. It was kind of weird. It's kind of like if you a pitcher, you're not pitching during the game. It's more like pitching bullpen. Like I'm gonna go 80% right now, or like
yeah.
75%. It's
The
just
shit
like
was
it's weird.
weird, man. I mean, Pat never was a how what do you say? He never was like a drop it in the bucket type of quarterback to begin with. So when you basically are forcing him to, hey, you he's covered. You have to drop it right in his chest. You can't throw it back shoulder either because he's not even, you know what I mean? Like you
He's
don't
not
have
running that right.
and it's not even that. It's that you don't have receivers that have the hands or the wherewithal to just constantly, consistently grab back shoulders, fades either. Like you can't. We're talking about Sky Moore, who's 5'8". Would you say something like that? Talking about Rasheed
Yeah,
Rice, who's
yeah.
maybe 6 foot. Kadarius Toney, who's maybe 6 foot. We're not talking about go up and get
That's
it,
why they needed
guys.
to utilize. I really feel like Justin Ross and Justin Watson needs to get utilized more.
Yeah,
Got
I
to.
mean, he is.
They
I mean,
bigger.
every time Justin Watson is out there on the field, he doing something. That's the
I
crazy
bet
part.
it's over on receiving yards just because he gets one deep ball every
Every
game.
time,
Just like, and they got his
every
over
game.
under like 23 yards. I'm like, dude, he's gonna get like a 40-yard pass today, like at
Yeah,
least one.
you gonna
Like
catch
that's
something. That's the only route he run. Shit.
yeah. It's this is like a seam route or like a long post corner type thing.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just
Or
like
he out there to block. That's the only
yeah.
snaps he getting.
So it's like why wouldn't I bet the over on his receiving yards?
It's
The same
just
thing with MVS nowadays. It's just one or two
yeah.
long balls and that's it.
I mean, that's all. That's all MVS was doing in the first place was running a
Yeah,
fucking.
but
You
now
running a
he's
go and a deep end. That's about it. Or a post. You running 4 routes max. That's all he got. That's what we brought him in for. But it worked when you had Juju to offset Trav because he can get separation. He can play inside,
he a
outside.
big body.
Yeah, like, but but he can play outside or inside. Right now, we ain't got
Right.
nobody to play outside that can
Outside.
be versatile
That's
either
why
way
I
to
think
shift
it might
coverage.
sound crazy. It might sound crazy, but if it's our only try and it's cheap, uh damn.
Whatever you finna say ain't finna be good. I already know.
I would go get Claypool.
Oh
See
no,
what he can do on the outside.
absolutely not. Nah,
See what he can do
hell
on the
nah.
outside.
Isn't he getting paid a lot too? No way. I'm not doing
I,
that.
I was saying we ain't got to pay for it though, because this is last year of it. I think this is last year of his contract, if I'm not
Mm.
mistaken.
I'm only main reason I'm not doing that is just because he just MVS but worse.
But think about it is he can run more comeback routes and things like that. MVS, when last time you seen MVS run a comeback route?
That's true.
I think Claypool could do like kind of like that. Juju, just like we need you to run comebacks and hitches all game, bro. Just take the middle of the field, sink the zone in, so we can sneak somebody in the backfield. We need somebody that can, besides Travis Kelce, that can sit in the zone as well, like Juju did, and take those underneath hitches. We don't have
Mm.
one of those guys.
I
Rasheed
just
Rice hands ain't good enough for it yet.
yeah.
Scott Moore and Tony's not doing it. Like that's why Justin Ross, maybe he would. He a big body. I know Justin Watson's done it. We've seen him do it. His hands is kind of questionable a little bit too.
I just
So
want
it's
to
just
know
like
why is Justin Ross just not getting no
I
tick?
don't know, and they hyped
Like
him up all like all off season, like
they did that for
everybody
two
hype.
years now. So
Yeah, it's a hype, and it's all of a sudden it's like he got off in the preseason.
yeah,
So
he
I'm
was
just
killing.
confused on like
Mm-hmm.
it ain't
Yo,
like these dudes is really outshining him to where he can't get his show. Like Scott Morris put up the goose was it the donut
yes.
2 games this year out of 4.
Last on Sunday, he had 2 targets and 0 catches.
So I'm just
What are
like,
we doing?
can you not try somebody else at this point?
I'm about to
Like
say,
I'm
yeah,
just
if you
confused.
don't trust Justin Ross, that's I understand, but I don't see how
Six
you can
four.
trust him less than Sky Moore. There's no way you trust him less than
You
Sky
you can't
Moore.
trust nobody less than somebody that's not doing nothing.
That ain't doing nothing. You just out there running. You just
It's
do
like
route
I
drills.
don't.
Come on, man. But then
Yeah.
yeah, it sucks because I was looking at it and I was like, okay, who because there's so much parity right now because every other basically half the teams in the league right now are 2-2. I was looking at it and I was like, who makes the trade right now? Because you got this from the bottom up. Bears, Claypool, that's one. Carolina, who would you want from Carolina? I don't even think I can't
Mm.
name you the receivers.
They got DJ Shark and Adam Thielen.
No, I'm good. Is that better? But then okay, you got
Then who?
Bears. That Bears is next. Denver's not trading with us. The Bengals aren't trading with us.
They got
Arizona,
Sutton. If
you
they
want
can give us
Hollywood
Sutton,
Brown?
if they can give us Sutton, Denver can give us Sutton
They
somehow. Then
not
yeah.
trading with us. They not gonna trade with us at all. But then
You think that, but the Khalil Mack
no
played for
way.
3 AFC West teams.
Hey, that's a good point. That is a very good point. But he signed with the Chargers though. He got
Yeah, and
traded.
he played. Yeah, it don't. He got traded
Wait,
from
no, he
Bronx.
only played with two because he started with the
He played.
Bears.
Who was that to play with the Broncos? And then somebody played with the Broncos and went to the
Mm-mm.
Raiders. Then they went to the Chargers.
I don't
I'm gonna
remember.
look that up. I'm gonna bring it back to you.
But yeah,
But
so
still, to that simple fact, Khalil Mack.
let's go. Okay, Denver is most likely. We can agree they most likely not going to trade they Jerry Judy to us, right? Or Sutton. They're not going to
Sutton.
trade one of their best receivers to us. It's not happening. So okay, next you got the Bengals. You think they're going to trade us T Higgins? No.
No,
Cardinals, Hollywood Brown.
I don't think he their best one, but they got a rookie that's decent. But they're
Would
not
you
gonna trade a
even
rookie though.
would you even want
I
any of
don't
their
wouldn't want
receivers?
Hollywood Brown. No, I don't wouldn't
Exactly.
want nobody on there.
Next is the Raiders. They not trading with us.
If Devontae Adams is gonna force one out, they
They
gonna
not
have no
trading him to
choice.
us. They definitely not trading him to us. That'd be crazy. Unless they just really don't care about football for the next
If
4 years. But then next you got the Jets. Who the Jets?
they only got Garrett Wilson.
That's what I mean.
So
We definitely
they
not
not
giving
giving
him
him
up.
up. He gonna get paid.
You want Hodgins from the Giants?
They got Hyatt,
Jalen Hyatt, yeah.
Jay
Yeah.
Hyatt.
Is that better though? Isn't he
He
another
a
like
big
five?
outside receiver though.
Is
I
he?
thought he was bigger.
I want to.
He
You might be
played
right.
bigger at least. I thought Jalen Hyatt was a bigger receiver.
Let me see. It's Hyatt with an E, right?
No, I thought it
No,
was
it's with
just
an A. He's
HYA.
nah,
Yeah.
hell no. I mean, he's listed at 6'1", 185. So he probably really like 5'10" ish. So he not. It's the same thing.
It's the same size, just gadget
So
guy.
I'll go through the rest of these quick. Patriots, they not trading with us.
No.
Vikings, why would you give up either of your good receivers? Chargers not
Yeah.
trading with us. Saints, you want Michael Thomas? They not trading us Chris Olave. Can I interest you in a Michael Thomas trade somehow?
Well, I mean, Michael Thomas has been on our radar for years, though. He's
Yeah,
just always hurt.
he's been hurt for 15 years. He's been
Yeah,
hurt since I was
he's
in
been
middle
hurt since
school.
his rookie year.
Like then you Saints, Packers, Jags, Commanders, Rams, Browns. But now we're in. But now once you get to the Chargers, Saints,
Amari
Titans,
Cooper.
we're at teams. All these teams are 2-2 now, so they all think, oh, we can still
Amari
compete.
Cooper.
But the Browns are 2-2.
Yeah, but Amari Cooper don't want to be with the Browns.
Amari Cooper,
they'll be ready to give him up. He's been there how long, and they ain't did like
3-4 years.
It's time for him to lead the Browns. To be perfectly honest, like
probably. But
Because
what if
he was there when they had Jarvis Landry, right? Or was it Odell? No, Odell and Jarvis was
yeah,
together.
he came right after that.
Yeah. No. It's
But
time for Amari to.
what if they win their next? What if Deshaun come back? They really only lost that game because DTR was poo.
Yeah,
He
well,
threw 3 picks.
yeah, that'll
Yeah, he
do it.
was terrible. Yeah, Deshaun Watson come back. They win the next 2 games. They're like, oh, we in the mix. Texans not
For
doing
their
it.
division.
Falcons. That's what I mean. It's just I went through the whole thing, and now we're getting into the good teams. It's like there's nothing there. Every team probably outside of
Which
Giants,
I
Jets,
mean,
Raiders, Cardinals, Broncos, Bears, Panthers thinks they still in the mix because everybody's 2-2.
yeah, but if you can get some.
You see what I mean now? Like it's like, what do you? There's no options right now except for maybe like you said, Chase Claypool.
Yeah,
Like
I
you
mean,
can't
the
even go to
option
the
is to.
Commanders. The Commanders think they good.
Yeah. But the thing about it is just put in the people that we have on our like we ain't even use like if Justin Watson is dressing, shit, at this point they should have used that time to put him out there doing the Bears and see what he was gonna do and stuff like that. Like
Yeah,
or I would put Justin Ross in during like red zone to see if he can catch a fade route. Something
but
like that. That's what we picked him up for anyway, because he was a big body red zone receiver. At
that
least
shit
put
gonna
him
be
out
so
there to try it.
predictable. They gonna
It's just like
know.
that's what I'm saying. It's gonna be predictable, but it's always predictable when it's red zone with Devontae Adams.
Or it's
Like
third and
if
one
you want
and
to
a
make
tight end is taking snaps, something like
yeah,
that.
some predict no Calvin Johnson red zone predictable.
True.
Like
But is
some
he that
people just
good?
make
That's the
their
thing.
name up. We don't know. That's the point. They not
True.
playing
You're right.
him.
You're right. You got to
They
know.
hype him up like he's supposed to be.
But see, the
So why?
problem is that same thinking is why Sky Moore, Rasheed Rice, and Kadarius Toney are just out there nonstop right now because we don't know. We got to see. We still got to
Yeah, but
see.
we seen it when Patrick Mahomes targeted him.
It's only been 4 weeks. That's the thought process. It's only been 4 weeks. They're young. They're not top tier talent
But
guys.
Rasheed Rice is our highest graded rookie right now.
Yeah, I don't know. It's we're just in. We're still. I feel worse after that game. Like I don't. I know we won, and I know Jets fans are just so hyped, and so I don't even want to talk about the ref thing. That's a whole
Yeah,
separate
I'm not.
conversation. But
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
it's not just the receivers either. The line. Did you know? What's the name? Jawan Taylor is on pace to have what is it?
Probably the
Like
most penalties ever
like
for an
double.
offensive lineman.
Double. He's on pace to have like 40 penalties, and I think the record is like 27 or something like that, 30 something. He's on pace to have like 40 plus. He has 11 in 4 games. Like it's not great, man. Like the line,
Mm.
but the crazy thing is, if you take the penalties out, they're average. It ain't been great. I mean, obviously, the inside been great. Like Trey, Creed, Tooney been amazing. But then, like, yeah, the tackle situation, and it hurt because I remember just seeing Jawan Taylor just completely whiff on a block, and just remembered, oh yeah, we signed him to 4 years, 80 million. So we're stuck with him.
Yeah, we stuck. But do you feel, regardless of what's going on,
Mm-hmm.
I still feel like our move to move Orlando Brown was better. I mean,
I think so.
I think it was better. I mean,
Yeah, because he looked
Joe
worse.
Burrow's still getting knocked out up there.
Yeah, Orlando Brown Jr. is like not markedly, but he's definitely a step down even now from Jawan Taylor. Like the penalties, it's been what's killing him, but he's been solid.
Right.
You
He's
take
been
that out.
if he's not getting penalties, he's still blocking.
Yes,
Orlando Brown is not getting penalties and not
and
blocking.
just whiffing on
It's
block.
just like, so it's just like, yeah. That's why when everybody's like, oh, then it's like our Bengals, our line, they got better and y'all's got worse. I'm like, you're sure about that?
I don't. I just
Have you not watched his games? It's the
when
reason
y'all
why.
played us, he was getting killed. That's why I don't understand how Bengals fans were like, oh, we got Orlando Brown Jr. now. It's like,
Right. That's
okay,
why I was confused
great.
too. I'm just like, y'all average like 4 sacks against us. You not know that?
Right. That's like
Like,
being like, we got Clyde now. Like, okay. Nice. That's
You
cool.
can have him. Matter
You
of fact,
went
I said Clyde should have got traded to the Bengals a minute ago when they was
man.
drafting all these LSU people anyway.
Like, yeah, you
Hey,
want to
go
get
ahead and take
two and a
Clyde.
half
Like
yards a carry, you can have that. But Clyde been serviceable.
somebody,
Let me not dump on Clyde like that. He's been pretty good.
we should have traded him for a third round pick back when we had the chance. Now it's gonna be a sixth round or seventh round swap.
I think we just let him go. I think just the last year's contract is this year. I think
Yeah, we
he's
not. Yeah,
done.
he's gonna find somewhere else to go, but he's
Oh
not
yeah,
gonna
he
be a.
gonna go to the Commanders and Eric Bieniemy gonna give him 300 carries. He gonna get 1,100 yards and be like, "Wow, look at Clyde." That's exactly what's gonna happen.
That's. I don't think so. I don't think he's a good running back.
Well, no,
But
they just gonna force it. Well, no, because Brian
yeah,
Robinson Jr. Never mind. I always forget that
shit,
that
if he
Brian
get
Robinson
1,100
Jr.
yards, he got 1,100 carries.
That's why I said he gonna have 350 carries and
That
have
man
a
gonna break the
thousand
record for
yards.
most carries in a single season
Boy,
with 1,100 yards.
you know who
Like,
has that? It's
shit,
a Chiefs
maybe
player.
Jamal,
Nope,
Larry Johnson.
Larry motherfucking Johnson.
Yeah, I was about to say I forgot that year, bro. We just ran on
And that is why he has CTE. Okay.
him.
But please, if you whenever you have the chance, just go find Larry Johnson on TikTok or Twitter and just have a blast. I did that not too long ago. Found out. Yeah, I don't want to spoil it. Just go do it. Go look for yourself. You'll enjoy it. That's a good 20 to 30-minute rabbit hole you can go down with just CTE at action. I guess. But yeah, at least we won, right?
Yeah, I mean that's the some. Hey, look, what Mahomes say? Sometimes you got good wins, and sometimes you got ugly wins. As long as you win,
Yeah. Either way, he picked up the
hey,
dub.
even in flag football, man, sometimes we win ugly, and
Yeah.
we
Now,
still walk away. We like we won.
that wasn't good. It wasn't great, but we did it. Now, before we leave the Chiefs game, does Zach Wilson lighten up the defense?
Oh my
Worry you at
lord.
all? Does that bother you?
No, but no, because you know what was weird to me? Spags was not playing. I don't know what kind of weird defense he was playing.
I can
Because
tell you.
it wasn't like regular. It was more like, let's see if he can make generic turnaround 15-yard throws. Just give him the
Mm-hmm.
hitch everywhere. It's just like, I'm like, dude, this is
He
a down where Spags usually press and blitz, and he's just like, we're gonna play
couldn't.
zone and everybody push back.
He
I'm
couldn't.
like,
The
hold on,
reason that
what?
we couldn't do that because they kept coming out in 13 they kept coming out with three tight ends. They kept coming out 2 and 3 tight ends. So we had to keep running
What?
base. We had to keep running what we just regular 4-3. We couldn't get in the nickel, so you can't send the safety. You can't do all the weird spag zone blitz with the safety, drop the linebacker. We couldn't do none of that. So you just got vanilla game plan on defense. And basically it was Leo Chenal and Willie
Yeah,
Gay go try to cover, and Uzama
the
was
running
cooking
back
them.
or
And the
the or
running
the or
everybody's getting cooked.
the tight end. Yeah, because I was like, why is Chanel holding the tight end or the slot or whoever the
Yeah.
hell? I'm just like,
It's because we
you
was
can
in
tell
base the
literally
whole game.
you can literally tell whoever the tight end, the linebacker was holding. That's who he
Mm-hmm.
went to,
Yeah,
and that's what it was.
and that's what they did, and they executed it perfectly because they just came out and was like, "Hey, we're gonna come out like we running the ball, but we're just gonna throw it every single." He threw the ball 47 times or something
Yeah,
crazy. It's like, and they came out in
but the thing about
13
it
and
is, it
12
wasn't like
personnel.
the coverage was bad because
No,
some of it was just like
some of them he made good throws. Finally, that was the other
yeah,
part.
good throws and then good catches. I'm just like, what is it? Like? I didn't even know what to say. I'm just like, dude, like,
Yeah, it was a couple of those
what?
Uzama catches where it was like, all right, if he gonna do that, then
Yeah,
sorry,
that's
Willie.
what I'm saying.
Sorry, Willie Gay and Chanel. You guys are just getting cooked tonight. There's ain't nothing you can do about that. He caught that shit off his shoes. Like,
You got to be like, he can't block
nothing.
you though.
Yeah, you got to start
Like,
doing shit like that. Yeah, block, bro. Let's see what happened. You got me on coverage, but watch this.
yeah, it was
And
just weird. It was just weird looking at the defensive call and scheming. But now that you say that, it's just like that makes sense because I did see it.
mm-hmm.
Like I was saying, even in watching the game, I'm just like, why is our linebackers in coverage?
Yep, that's why.
Like,
Because we had to to put base out there to defend the run, and they just didn't run it. It's so crazy that
And then
they got away with it again.
they jumped the shit out of Chris Jones every time they
Oh
hike the ball.
yeah.
It's just every time you see some, it's like, bro, they are jumping this man.
And it didn't matter. And we tried to put him on the outside, and it didn't matter because they got two fucking tight ends in the game. Like they chipping on both. You can't put them on either side. They just putting the fucking strong side over to Chris Jones and chipping him with two tight ends
Man
and the
couldn't go
tackle. It's
nowhere.
like, bro, it was bad. Somehow he still got a sack though, didn't he?
Yeah, the last play of the half
Yeah, that was
came off the edge.
that man is cold, man. Stone cold. But
Yeah.
Yeah, Chiefs, Jets. It was ugly win. I'll take it. You know, everybody's. It's funny because everybody, except for us who have to talk about it, get to walk away from the game happy. You know what I mean? That's it.
Yeah.
Here, the Jets get to feel good that their offense did something against a top defense, and we get to take what we really want as a dub and keep moving. And you know what that means?
We number one in the AFC.
Number fucking one in the AFC. Yes.
Yeah. All right. And
Thank
then
you.
number one in the AFC, of course. Like,
and we have to give it up.
Number one at the end of the quarter. All we gotta do is end up number one at the end of each quarter, and then we're the number one seed.
Now,
it don't matter how you get it, you just get it.
Let's talk about the reason why we're number one in the AFC. Because Josh Allen just went nuts. he went nuclear. It was. Did you watch that game at all? I
don't think I watched that game. It was the early one. It was
12. But yeah, that game was crazy. The fact that the Bills put up, I mean, we've been talking about it for the last couple episodes that the Dolphins defense is not good.
Right. You
just played bad teams, or you played mediocre teams that.
Right.
And I said the fact that the Broncos, oh, what a catch.
Man, and my fantasy going crazy.
DJ Moore, that was crazy.
I picked Washington to win tonight, so I'm kind of
It hurts.
It hurt, but I'm not. I know my points going crazy. Like,
oh, by the way, for people listening, it's Thursday night again, and the Bears Commanders game is on right now, and DJ Moore just did a tap dance in the end zone. Yeah, that was nice. But
how big is DJ Moore? He caught that mug like he was 6'4",
6'2", 6'3".
Yeah.
Let's see. DJ Moore is what? That's crazy. 6 foot. 6 foot 210.
Boy, TV make him look like he at least 6'2".
He look huge, yeah. Maybe just because Kendall Fuller is just small.
Damn, it's a Fuller still in the league.
Yeah.
Remember the other one used to play for the Chiefs?
Ain't that the one that did play? That's the one that did play for the Chiefs.
I thought no, not Kendall. Yeah, that's his little brother.
No, Kendall is the one that played for the Chiefs.
Kyle Fuller was the one.
Kyle Fuller, yes,
was the one that played for us.
No, Kendall Fuller is the one that played for us. Kyle Fuller, Kyle Fuller is the oldest one.
That's the one that played for the.
He played for the Bears, Broncos, Ravens. But he tore his ACL last year, week 1, and he's just out of the league, I think.
Last year? He was still in the league after last year?
May 2022, Fuller signed with the Bengals. On September 14th, he was placed on the injury reserve after suffering a torn ACL in week 1 against the Jets. Yeah. Corey Fuller is Kendall is the youngest one, and he was the one that we drafted. He's only 28, which is crazy to think that we traded him away probably
years ago, right?
4 years ago. Yeah, we traded him away like 4 years ago, something like that.
He started with us though, didn't he? No, you know who I'm thinking about? It ain't even the Fuller I'm thinking about.
Wait, what? Hold on. What happened? Okay, so he got drafted by the Commanders, the Redskins back then,
Right.
and then they traded him to us for a third round pick, and then we just cut him. Yeah, we just let him go 2 years later. Like once his contract was over, we just let him go, and he signed back with the Commanders. It's
So
such a
he
weird
never
career.
played.
No, he played for us in the Super Bowl against the 49ers. He played for us for 2 years.
Right. That's what I'm saying. So he got a Super Bowl ring.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, because I
He
remember fully. But you know who
he
I
got
was
the
thinking about
interception on Garoppolo in the Super
right.
Bowl in
Yeah.
like fourth quarter or whatever. Or third, whatever it was. Either way,
Yeah, because right,
Bills.
because they cut everybody a part of that because that was that Bob Sutton defense still though,
Mm-hmm,
right?
mm-hmm.
Yeah, they cut everybody during that defense.
Let's get back. Bills, Dolphins. Do you think that this was an indication of? Do you think the Bills are the best team in the AFC right now? Or if you take the Chiefs out, because I know you gonna have the bias, but if you take the Chiefs and Pat away, are the Bills the team to beat in the AFC right now? I guess that's even if you leave us in that.
I mean, if you want to be prisoner of the moment, then yeah.
Yeah.
Because I mean, football is all prisoner of the moment. If you ask me, it's like, what did you do for me that week, and who looked the best that week?
I just
So
think
now,
it.
but going into last week, Miami was, oh my God, best team in AFC. Da da da. And then here come Buffalo, torch Miami. Now they obviously have to be the best team. Obviously,
Of course. Yeah.
Josh Allen's MVP, and they did this to this. But once again, it's a product of people not sitting back watching tape before they go out with these erratic opinions about these teams. They let week 1, 2, and 3 fool their mind, and then when week 4, 5, 6 start coming up, when
Mm-hmm.
teams got tape and start playing better teams and things like that, and it's just like, oh man, we thought he was better than that. It's just like, well, yeah, you think?
Man. But how many
So
times are we going to do this with Josh Allen, though? Josh Allen is a great quarterback. Don't get me wrong. But how many
right.
times are we going to do this with the Bills and Josh Allen every single year? They start off great. They start off 4-0, 3-0, or you know what I mean? 5-0. They do this every single year. And then they struggle in the middle of the season. This is exactly what's going to happen. They're going to look great right now. They're probably going to look good for the next 2 weeks. Then at some point they'll lose 3 of 4 games straight. Or like at some capacity they'll lose 3 or 4, 3 or 5, and
Going
we'll
to
be
the
like,
playoffs hot.
"What's wrong with the Bills?" And then they'll come back, they'll rev up, they'll win the rest of their fucking games, make it to the playoffs, and then just get smacked. They almost lost. They did this exact thing last year. And we was once we got around to the playoffs, everybody's like, "Oh, the Bills are so amazing. The Bills are still the team to beat, even though they struggled and Josh Allen was terrible last year." They still hyped him up, and he almost lost to the Skylar Thompson Dolphins. You know how crazy that is? Wasn't he like the third string quarterback
Yeah,
they
he was
had?
he was the third string quarterback last year.
And he was going play for play with Josh Allen and the Bills. But somehow we're supposed to believe in the Bills defense again. I don't know why
I doubt.
they just you guys let I mean we let the Jets score, but like you guys did worse. Ooh, that was tough. That was a tough miss. But you just like it's not. I just don't get all how we keep everybody does this all the time. It's like we want Josh Allen to be the best
They
quarterback
want
in the
him to,
league so
well,
bad.
no, they want him to compete with Mahomes.
Yeah.
They want somebody to be
They
fake. You know, I
need
was all,
somebody.
yeah, it was always Tom Brady and Peyton. Tom Brady,
Yes.
if even if Peyton didn't win the Super Bowl, Peyton still was the best regular season quarterback. So
Mm-hmm.
during the regular season, you could always be like, "Well, Peyton Manning at this right now, Peyton Manning is doing better. Peyton Manning is this and that." But then when it got to the playoffs, if the script
Tom Brady
flipped
whooped him every time.
every time, so it's
And to
just
be
like, but
fair, Peyton Manning whooped the Chiefs every time we went to the
yeah,
playoffs
oh
in,
yeah,
in that
yeah,
time period. It
I
hurt. It
remember
used to hurt.
vaguely all the time. Chargers, Raiders, I mean Chargers, Colts Patriots every year. Couldn't
And you
get
know what's
by 'em.
crazy? The Colts are like that weird team for us. They just for even last year they was bad. They're bad now,
They
and they
beat
still
us.
got us. If you
Yeah.
go back, it's the same reason I hate Alex Smith. Go back to that game where Andrew Luck in
That
2013.
wasn't Alex Smith's fault.
He had the
Stop
ball at the end of the
it.
game with a chance to win, and he
We was
whiffed
up
on three.
28
He threw the
points.
ball out of bounds 2 out of 3 passes when we. But
So
you had
now
a
we're gonna
chance.
blame that on Alex Smith. That's
Yes,
crazy. When
yeah.
we
Go
up
back and
20
look.
plus points.
We're not doing
20
this right
plus
now.
points. You wanna go.
We're not doing this right now.
That's
How do
crazy.
you come back? You can't come back from 28-0 if you score 28 more points in the next half, right?
Yeah, but sometimes can your defense hold something?
They
Like
got
what the
stops. They got stops. You have to go back and watch that game again. They got stops. We had the ball back at the end of the game with like 3 minutes left, and he whiffed. We damn near went. We went. It was
I'm not trying to
go
hear
back and look, bro. He missed
I'm not
Dwayne
I'm
Bowe
not trying
on
to
two separate occasions where he
I'm
was
not trying
wide
to
open.
relive the worst part of my career with the Chiefs. That nah,
Dwayne
I'm
Bowe
good.
running down the field like this.
Oh, he dropped it.
Hands up, give it to me. I'm wide open. I'm jogging, looking backwards. Like, hey, throw me the ball. One of them went straight out of bounds over the top of his head. You gotta go back and watch. Either way, that's a perfect. We talking about quarterbacks. We might as well just do it now. I need to pull a separate, fresh list so I can keep a list of our quarterbacks. Because what we're gonna do right now is we're gonna do a quarterback draft. So that means we both get 15 picks to pick through the active NFL quarterbacks right now. Now, the question we have to answer is, do we want to do what are we basing this off of? Are we basing it off of like just all-time resume, or are we basing off of right now this year? Are
I
we doing like
mean,
a who do you want going forward, or who do you this year who we picking from? Because I'm ready either way. Can we do this? I have a list for either any way you want to do this.
I mean, I'm just going off of if I was who I want my quarterback to be like right now.
Okay.
Like if right now, I mean, we live in it now. I'm not gonna be we gonna do it off right now. I mean, obviously, even if you do right now, you're gonna go off for like career because it's
Yeah,
hard to
it's a
say that
mix of
because
both.
you
I know
always
what you
gonna
mean though.
bring
You
in
saying like if
career.
I had a team that need a quarterback right now, who would I bring in, future or otherwise? Just right immediately. Just who's coming in the room right now. We can base it off of that. So we're doing a
Yeah.
quarterback draft. We each get 15 picks, and it's based on who we want our quarterback to be right now. And I guess we're gonna leave it up to people in the comments because this is definitely getting clipped up and thrown out there for people to decide who had the best list. So let's get to it. Uh, I'll let you have first pick because that's just easy.
It is. Like, we shouldn't even.
It's easy. That's not even
We
fair.
shouldn't
Like
even put him in there because even though it's just
I
like
thought about that.
whoever has Pat Mahomes is gonna have the best list. It's just
I thought
like
about that.
it's like we shouldn't even. He's just in a class of his own. Like unless we just get to bring back like last year Brady at least or
Yeah,
something
if
like
you
that.
get
'Cause if
somebody,
you get
yeah,
Pat Mahomes, I get last year Brady. Like come on, I mean, but because if we go off right now, even if we go off right now, I mean, will Pat Mahomes be my number one pick? I mean, yeah, still obviously, yeah.
yeah.
But I mean, yeah. So
I'm
it's just
about to
like so I
say
don't.
it's fine. Do you got Pat? Because I'm just you go first. I already knew. Like I was looking at my list and I was like, we should flip a coin and do all this. I was like, nah, because if I let him go first, I'm picking Pat first. So I know he picking Pat first. So we might as well just go ahead. I'll just let it. You can go first. I already know you got Pat. We ain't even got to play
Right.
this. So two. Oh, this was tough. And that's why I wanted to, because I was like, ooh, two, you got a lot of options you get to go through when you get two. But ultimately I ended up going Josh Allen is next for me.
You
Because
said
I,
Josh Allen.
yeah, I got to go Josh Allen for my number one pick just because, 'cause I, yeah, I got to go Josh Allen for my number one pick just because, I got I got to go Josh Allen for my number one pick just because, I got I got to go Josh Allen for my number one pick just because, I The next couple guys is I feel like he's a little, if anybody's, because really the real rival to Pat is Burrow, but that's more of like the whole team. I feel like if you put Josh Allen on the Bengals right now, it's a little different. It'll definitely look different.
Yeah.
So that's why I went with Josh too. So who you got for your second pick?
My second pick, I know a lot of people quarterback wins guys and what have you done for me lately. I'm going Justin Herbert. That
That's what I had next
definitely
too. It's funny. It's funny because I had the exact same thing, exactly like just because. Well, go ahead. Give you a reason. You can
would.
give your reason real
I
quick.
mean, I really think his coach put him in bad scenarios. To be 100% honest, if he had a smarter coach who didn't know if he wanted to go for it, then sometimes he want to go for it, but other times he don't. But the times he don't, it should be the times he does go for it.
Yep.
Like, like then I was just like, what is going on? Like, so he, I feel like he's one of those. You know how every generation and decade gets like those four quarterbacks that those are those quarterbacks of that
Mm-hmm.
generation. You know, ours was if we can name them, Phillip Rivers, Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, and Brett Favre went in and out of there a little bit, but we still had,
Yeah,
you know, so but those was the top three, and I feel like he's one of the top three of those. You could interchange Josh Allen, Justin Herbert, and Burrow, which is probably the next pick.
it has to be.
Uh, for like those top four quarterbacks in that.
Yeah, because really, it's funny because when I did this, you really see there are like tiers for
Yeah,
sure. Like there's clear tiers of guys, and that's why my next pick ended up it is Joe Burrow. Like it has to be Joe Burrow. I had Herbert third also, and it really when I was thinking about it, it really just simply because Herbert is just more talented. He has better
yeah,
arm. He's bigger, stronger, faster. He's Josh Allen light, basically. Like they do the exact same stuff. And I think it really, like you said, it just comes down to coaching. That's why I had Burrow next. And it's funny because I say more talented. Well, I'll let you go with your next pick. But I got Joe Burrow second.
See now, my this is where we start getting
It
to the
gets
nitty
weird.
gritty. Just
Yep.
like it do get weird. It's
You
just
got to
like
start thinking
who would
about
you
it.
rather have? And then it's just like, but honestly, only because
That's why I say, hey,
I
wait till
mean,
you start getting
no,
further
I was just
down,
say
bro.
no. I mean, I know, but it's just like I'm trying to think. The reason in my I mean, ain't the reason my I gotta go Jalen Hurts.
Ah, okay. Okay.
I gotta go Hurts. It's just like I don't know. Something with his like the Eagles not doing this that good this year,
Yeah.
but I mean I think it's his leadership at the end of the day that just like the way he's carried himself as a quarterback, and even if things hit the fan, you know he's still back there and he gonna do it. And then at the end of the day, he's still a dual threat quarterback. Like,
Mhm.
and out of all the quarterbacks we got up there, he's the to be honest, I would probably have a lot of people probably say this. I'm weird, but I would definitely probably have Jalen Hurts over Lamar Jackson, only
Ah,
because I trust Jalen Hurts throwing more before I trust Lamar Jackson throwing. So
really?
if I had to pick a dual threat quarterback right now, I mean, I
You're
guess
going
Josh
Hurts.
Allen's kind of dual threat.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I would probably say Jalen Hurts is probably
Bunch.
mine, like top one.
That's fair. That's fair.
That's as in like good at both. Like
Yeah. Now, I ain't gonna
so
lie to you. I had Hurts farther down. Right there.
it's
It's funny because I mean, I, you already said it, man. I got Lamar next
Lamar.
for my third pick. Yeah, because when I looked at it, just Lamar, I know like the only knock really I had on Lamar was just kind of like getting hurt. Other than that, he's just solid. Like he doesn't throw for a lot of yards. Obviously, I know the production on his passing isn't like amazing. It's not lights out or anything, but the explosiveness. Because I think that's the difference. I kind of chose Lamar I put him higher up just because the explosive potential of his runs are a little more than Jalen
Yeah,
Hurts, you know?
yeah.
And so
But
that's
that's
kind
the
of
reason
what
why
makes
he
him
get hurt because of them explosive runs.
yeah. But he really most of the times he's gotten hurt and like hurt like his lower extremities has been in the pocket really because he's tried to not run. And then he ends up getting hurt because he's just standing there instead of running when
Yeah.
he should. But yeah, I had Lamar Jackson just because, I think he's still up there in the top tier. It's just he was hurt last year. He had a weird year, and I think we just kind of have pushed him back
Yeah.
past or behind Hurts. And I still think I think he's a better passer, especially over the middle of the field than Jalen Hurts is. Jalen Hurts is just tossing up, he's throwing it in the bucket to two amazing receivers. I
Yeah,
think it
but
takes a little
uh,
less skill than what Lamar's been doing.
hmm.
But yeah, that's my who you got next. I'll try to talk after I get my pick to give you a little time. That's why I was trying to. I'll
No,
try to
I
give
already
you
knew who I had
every
next.
pick.
But Trevor Lawrence.
Mm.
I gotta go back to my guy. I mean, I had Jacksonville going to the AFC Championship. They're not making me look too well right now, but
No, they
I
not.
think, but I think Trevor is this. He started his career off kind of up and down with Urban Meyer and things like
Oh
that.
yeah,
And then now last year he started rough and then ended well and then had that 28-point comeback. And then now it's a little bit shaky, but I still think he can be a good quarterback. I mean, I think they still trying to some way sneak Calvin Ridley in the game. They need to figure out how to use Evan Ingram a little bit more, I feel like.
yeah.
And then ETN, they got a good roster. They
They got
got
a
a good team.
solid team.
So I'm just real confused on why Jacksonville's not putting up more noise than what it is, and half of it is because his decision making and throwing the ball. But when he does throw the ball and he has a good game, and Trevor Lawrence can light the field up with anybody.
Yeah, I mean
So
it
and
hurts.
we've
The
seen that.
line sucks right
So
now too. So right now is really hard. Been hard to watch because they
yeah,
line banged up. I think they get Cam Robinson back. He should be back this week. They play the Bills
uh,
too.
yeah, they played in London. They stayed
Yeah,
there another week, and the
that's
Bills going out there.
you know how disgusting it is to wake up at 8 o'clock in the morning and watch the game like while you cook breakfast and shit. It sucks.
I like it. I like football day. I don't even be knowing what to do until 12 o'clock to watch
But
the
it's
game.
too
So I
long for
like it
me, bro. Because I watch my daughter,
because
so
then you
it's
watch
like,
it.
bruh, this hurts. I got to watch football for like 14
Oh,
hours
yeah.
straight. Like, it's
Oh,
tough.
it's good with the kids. Sit them down, make sure they're eating, and turn it on.
Yeah,
Turn it on every TV in every room, so then you're
she's
not
not
missing nothing.
she's not sit down and watch age yet. Not yet. She's getting there though. Not football, like, it's other stuff, but yeah, she's not ready for that. Okay, so next, we're getting in. This is that we're heading into that the first.
Uh-huh.
We're heading off the cliff of the first tier because it's really like five, and then everything is toast after that. And we're
Hmm.
at that first cliff. We're about to head off the edge of it. But I had
Matt Stafford.
no, surprisingly no. I have Tua Tagovailoa. I
uh,
had to. If you
his
take the
only thing
injuries
is,
out,
yeah, that was
yeah.
the only.
Because if we looking at if we're doing if I'm bringing this quarterback into my room right now and placing him on my team.
Right.
I'm in my mind. All I need is a good offensive line, and he's Drew Brees. He's basically just Drew Brees with slightly less production. If you can keep him upright, he's a top 10 quarterback.
So basically, you got to get him. You have to get him weapons, or he's
At
not
least
going to be
one.
that guy. At least
At
one.
least
Because I
one.
remember Drew Brees had, but that back in the day when he had Marcus Colston and them
Yep.
guys,
He had
and
a ton of weapons, low key. Yeah.
yeah,
Jimmy
and
Graham when he was still cold.
yeah,
But yeah,
Reggie.
it's to me in transparency. I had Hurts next in my list. Like we basically have the same group of guys, kind of roughly in the same order. I just had Hurts at the bottom of this list. So he was the
Uh,
last. He's the last guy on that first tier for me in my little list of guys I had. But I had Tua right over him just because I think that I think if you put Tua on the Eagles right now, they would probably score 40 a game just because they wouldn't have no choice. Like they do the same stuff they do now, except
Well,
Tua
yeah,
is
but if you
extremely
put
more
two,
accurate.
but if you put two on the Giants,
Oh, he'd get murdered. He'd be dead. He'd
it's
just
just
be
like
a
it's just,
corpse. So I
it's
get you on that. I feel you on that. I just feel like I'm taking the passing potential over the just what Hurts does. You know what I mean? I worry that because Hurts just looks after the crazy year he had last year. I can't pretend like he doesn't look stiff and just kind of
yeah.
like he's
But
struggling even to run this year. So that kind of just worried me a little bit, and that's why I just
you know
pushed
what
him
it is? It's
under
that
Tua.
brotherly shove they keep doing for him. He's gonna wear some
Yeah,
wear and tear on his body sooner or later.
I
When
just
you just
worry he's like it's like the opposite of Tua. He's just a nail, just getting hammered into the board over and over again. And at some point, the nail is there's no more nail to hammer. You know what I mean? Like you hammer it,
you hammer it and it like bends a little and you can't never get it back straight. And if you
yeah,
do keep trying to bend it straight, it breaks.
yeah. Then you break it in half, and now you
There's
struggling
no
to pull
head
the
no
piece
more.
out. You just like, all right, I gotta get a whole new board now.
It's like shit. I need a new nail.
Yeah,
Like
but yeah. So I had Tua. So who you got next? This is the fifth pick,
this is the fifth pick,
and this is
and this is where, but I had it in the air, but then it's crazy because the two dudes that I had next got traded for each other. So just like so it's just
you
like
already said it. You
do,
already said the name.
so do I even really? But if I really had to pick one for like right now, I'll go younger. So I'm going Jared Goff.
Ah,
Like
nice.
I don't know. I think Goff is the more I watch golf, the more I'm like, dude, actually pretty like he actually pretty clean if you give him a clean pocket. Like if he can
Yeah,
actually sit there and throw the ball, like he's not a bad quarterback. I don't know what made everybody think that he was bad. Maybe because Jared Goff used to play for like the Rams before they was the LA Rams, right? The
hmm
St. Louis Rams. You know,
no, they
St.
was the
Louis
Rams.
was
They was still they was LA when he got drafted.
they was LA when I
I
drafted.
think it was the second year they was LA when he got drafted. I want to say
I
that was
just don't know. But I
2016.
don't know. I think it's only because we thought the Rams of defense, but you know, he first exploded on the scene that 50 point Monday night
Mm-hmm.
game against the Chiefs,
Yep.
and then it's just like he didn't have a. I mean, him and Mahomes was under duress both times. Like it was a crazy
It
game.
was
Like
wild,
if you haven't seen it, it's probably one of the most watched Monday night games. Go watch it. It'll be worth your while.
bro. It's
That
funny.
game was crazy.
There was one morning. This one and I need to get back to it. When I was getting up at like 4 and 5 in the morning to work out, and I fell asleep with the TV on, and I woke up at like 3:30 in the morning. Just woke up, and that game was on. The full game on YouTube was just playing, and I woke up. It was like the second quarter, and I'm just sitting there being like, "Wow, like this game." It was. I watched it the whole morning before I went to work. It was crazy.
Yeah, that guy. I remember watching it that night. I'm like, bro, this mug.
One of the
I don't
greatest
even
games of
know to
all
be
time.
happy or sad.
It might
Like
be
I
the
don't even,
greatest Monday night football game of all
that
time.
I've seen.
I think,
Like
yeah.
personally,
I can't think of
like not even
nothing
being a
else that
Chiefs,
pop up.
not even being like because I'm a Chiefs fan, but as in like
Just in
actual
general.
football. It was good defense and good offense. Like defense on
Yes.
both teams made good plays, and offense on both teams made good plays. It was just like the good balance of both.
It hurt because we lost that game because Pat threw a pick. I always forget that. Pat threw a pick right at the end of the game. He
Because
just
he was trying
tossed
to
it up.
drive to win.
Yep, and he just tossed it up to Reek, and it got picked off. But
Mm-hmm.
Goff is a good pick. Goff is a good quarterback. I had
Yeah,
Goff
no, I think Goff
lower,
is.
but
I think Goff is. I don't know. I feel like if you give him serviceable weapons around, a good line where he can stand up there and throw for like 3 to 4 seconds, and then he won't do too much. If he's not panicking, he's not gonna
he's
overthink
good.
it.
Mm-hmm.
So then he's gonna get it to where he needs to go. Like, so I mean, I just
Only downside is when he's bad, he's real bad.
yeah,
That's the only downside.
yeah. But we haven't really seen even at Detroit. Detroit been as bad as they've I mean, their records shows and things like that. Goff hasn't been playing bad since being
No,
in Detroit. To be honest,
he's
like,
been good, solid the whole time.
yeah, he's been solid for Detroit. So I know I like that pick at 5. I would take Goff 5.
All right, now we doing this is the right now. I'm plugging my guy in right now. Bam, putting him on my team. This is my quarterback for my 5th pick.
CJ.
CJ Stroud. I am a Stroud boy. Have you heard
Yeah,
that around? I'm a Stroud boy. I can't. The guy, he looks too good to be for a rookie quarterback. It's like if you go back and watch these past games, and I think I said it after week 3 of watching the games, is that for some reason, and this is always a great sign because Pat was the same way. On third downs, he's money every single third down. It don't matter if it's short, long, doesn't matter. He's money every third down. And I think just the fact he ain't threw a pick. He ain't threw a pick yet.
Not yet.
He's the only it's only 2 quarterbacks. I can't remember the other quarterback's name. It's only 2 quarterbacks in it. Oh,
Brock Purdy, right?
No, Brock Purdy threw a pick in one of his first 4 games. In your first 4 starts, NFL starts.
First 4 starts in NFL starts. It's Pat, ain't it?
No, it's not Pat either. It's fucking Gardner Minshew. No other great quarterback has played basically this well. He's second behind Cam Newton in yards in his first 4 games. He's basically, I'm not counting Gardner Minshew. Get out of here. His first starts, he was probably fucking 27 years old. But he's basically the only young quarterback to go through his first 4 weeks without throwing a pick. I think he has 8 or 9 touchdowns, something like that. Or it might be like 7.
It's somewhere around there.
It's in that area.
I mean, shit, he got enough. He ain't got no picks. It's good enough.
And when you look at it, he's got Tank Dell and Nico Collins. 2 people you would have been like, what? Nico Collins has been fine, but I don't know if it's because he stepped up or if CJ Stroud is making him look like a number 1 receiver. Either way,
I mean, he been hosting those dinners after games and stuff for like the players and their families.
Who?
Like after home, CJ Stroud he hosts dinners for the team for them and they like spouse and things after every home game or something like that to like build camaraderie and stuff like that. He paid for everything. He got like private chefs and everything that come in and they cook and he do it every week. I'm crazy. Like,
I just like that kid, man.
No, CJ Stroud I didn't think you had him so high because I had him a little bit. I didn't think you was gonna pick him that high, so
I had to. When I looked at my list, I was like, oh, because I knew it. I thought about it. I was like,
I had him around like 8.
And I knew I was like, if I put CJ Stroud too low, then he gonna get him first because you gonna go first. So I know I'm like, if I put him too low, I know there's an area right here where he's going above these next couple. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
he's going over these next guys. But yeah, CJ Stroud, man, that's my 5th pick. So who you got? We're picking 6th now.
Yeah,
it's starting to get dark. It's getting dark.
You gotta go with what you know, and he ain't probably won much, but he won a Super Bowl. So I'm gonna go with my man. Matthew Stafford.
Okay, I was about to say, let's see how close our lists are because that's funny. Well, I mean, look, we can start powering through some of these because a lot of the rest of these is starting to get real. It's getting bad. But you still there?
Yeah.
Yeah, shoot, it cut off for a second. Okay, it's funny enough you said that. This guy also has won a Super Bowl. And it's not as crazy as it sounds, but I got Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah. He's gonna be like
I had to. I mean, I know he's old, he's hurt and stuff, but I was like, I can't put Aaron Rodgers over the next guy I had on my list. Or I mean, I had to put Aaron Rodgers over the next couple guys on my list because I have Goff in the next 2. I have Goff in the next 3 picks. So I was like,
but Aaron,
I don't
I
care
just
how
can't do
old
it.
he is, bro. I don't care.
Yeah, he not like LeBron.
No, but still, I had
He
to.
doesn't like change the morale of an offense and things like that. The only reason why he changed the morale of the Jets offense because the Jets did everything Aaron wanted him to do.
Yeah,
Like
they
if he would have
just
got
kind of
traded or
suck.
he would have went to a team, he if it wasn't the Jets, he wouldn't be in the NFL no more. I'm sure he's over there contemplating that right now. If the Jets didn't do everything I said, then I probably wouldn't be in the NFL right now. I would have
There's a
retired.
lot of teams that if he. There's a lot of
He would have
teams.
retired. He wouldn't have went there. He would have retired.
No, no. Either
Teams
way,
ain't going for that.
who you got next?
Oh,
Yeah.
we're going on. So we're talking about this man scored again. I think I got him on my fantasy too. I dropped
Oh,
him though,
crazy.
probably. Yeah, they are. But Justin Fields about to give me the win this week.
He going damn poor guy. They just cut to
He
that dude shaking his head.
like,
He like, we almost beat the
we
Eagles
gonna be
last
the
week, man.
what? We gonna be the team they beat? Yeah.
Jesus,
Well, I
yep.
don't know. They blew a 21-point lead last week.
No, it wasn't up 21.
Was
Oh, you talking about the
against the
Bears?
Broncos?
Yeah, yeah. I'm talking
Yeah.
about the Commanders was up 17-7 in the first quarter against the or the first half against the Eagles. Now it is. All right, but who you got seven? Let's get through this
Yeah,
because this Zoom is about to cut us
yeah.
off in about seven.
So I gotta go. We get to I don't know, man. We get to this
We're
point,
in this weird spot. That's why I made a
and it's just
list.
like,
That's why I wrote my list down because I was like, there's no way
and
I'm
if we're going
remembering
off
this.
right now, how they playing, even if I go off the last couple years
Yep.
of them since they got to this team, I gotta go Gino.
Gino. Oh, where do I have Gino? Oh, okay. I got Gino way farther down. All right, Gino at 7. Who I got 7? Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, I was going, but then I
Kirk
started
Cousins.
thinking about turnovers. I'm just like, I'd rather have.
I ain't gonna lie, my Kirk Cousins pick is simply based off the past 3 years where he's been
Yeah, don't
put up
lighten up the
crazy
board.
numbers. Yeah, he's been putting up ridiculous numbers. And that's the guy I was talking about. Like, I couldn't have Aaron Rodgers under Kirk Cousins. If I had Kirk Cousins where he's at, I had to put Rodgers ahead of him. Because at first I had Rodgers in that Geno range where I have
It
Geno
was
at.
it was between Kirk and Gino for me.
That's fair though. I mean, I understand that, especially if you're looking at this year too. Like, if you're weighting your list more towards this year than like
I'm waiting it this year, but also as in like
total,
if
yeah,
I
it's
want
like
to after this year, as in like
yeah,
I'm not going too much off pass other than with like the top four people. Obviously, that
yeah.
was like pass, but this year is just like would I rather have Gino or Kirk this year and
Mm-hmm.
future years? And it's just like,
And that's
probably
how
take
this
Gino.
that's how the list I have this one is set up because with the Aaron Rodgers, I was like, I'd rather have Aaron Rodgers next year. If he was healthy, I'd rather have him this year over Kirk Cousins and next year. So I had to put him up there. So we're at 8. We are halfway, or we're just about to be over halfway.
Yeah.
Who you got?
Can we sneak Caleb Williams somewhere on this list?
No. Active in the NFL right now.
Oh man.
Yeah, because Caleb Williams probably would have went up a little higher.
Yeah, it would have been like over golf.
I'm about
But
to say I probably would have. He would have been in that too. He would have went somewhere around there.
oh man.
It's tough. I told you once we start once we start closing around 10, it's tough. The rest of it is just it's it's bad.
You know, I mean I got I just ain't seen much of this quarterback. I want to believe him, but I just don't. I just can't. But I also got a quarterback. This is like young quarterback, but they both young.
Uh-oh. Oh, where you
I just
going?
it's
Where you going with it? I gotta
just
know.
one just got a better coach in a better scenario. One got a horrible owner. So
Okay, I think I see where you're going.
I think I would go Anthony Richardson right now.
I knew it. I knew it. As soon as you said the owner, I was like, oh, he got to be talking about AR.
Yeah, I
Anthony
gotta go.
Richardson. All right.
Gotta go AR.
Oh, next up, I got. I hate doing this, but I have to, man. I got Dak.
I forgot all
I got
about that. He was like, he wasn't gonna be falling, but
I got Dak Prescott just because like this area we're in, I completely understand going Anthony Richardson. I have Anthony Richardson. Let me see. One, two, three. I have him three more down. That was it. He's only three spots down from Dak right now. That's why I was like, when you said the ownership, I was like, oh, he about to go AR. Like that's you throwing my board off. But yeah,
yeah, I mean,
Dak's solid, man.
he
He's
just
just he's solid.
he's
That's why I
just
have him
good.
and
He's just
Kirk
like
Cousins. I have literally my list right here is Kirk Cousins, Golf, Dak. Because they're all to me, they're all just
he like. Have you ever
they're
been in a
mid. That's
relationship?
mid.
Have you ever been in a relationship where it wasn't a bad one, but it wasn't a good one, and you just like it was
Like, oh, it's
cool.
okay. If I can get away from this, I would. If I had like
Yeah,
the
but if
options.
yeah, it was if I had the options, I would. But if not, then
But
I'm
I'm cool
cool with
right now.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. That's
They not
exactly.
tripping too much.
It's just enough for me to be able to deal with.
Yeah, it's just like I'm complacent with what I got right now. That's what that is.
Uh, that's hilarious. But that's
And I,
exactly it. But yeah,
yeah,
Dak, I had to go with Dak. I felt like I had to put him there. So we're at 9. Who you got?
good. You got Dak. That means I feel safe with my 9 with Brock Purdy.
Oh, okay. Okay. Brock Purdy. He's pretty good. The dudes. Yeah, Brock Purdy. I get that. I have Brock Purdy. I have him. I had him right over Anthony Richardson. So next at 9. I don't. We're in the ugly zone. This is why going second was bad because now when we get to the ugly picks, you're gonna pick off the better
The
of the
the best of
options.
the worst.
Yeah, so it's like going second at the top was great because it's like, all right, whoever you don't pick, I have plenty of guys I can go with. Now it's starting to be like, oh, all right, Brock Purdy's gone. That means I don't feel great about this one because they're all in the same range, but I'm going Baker. I'm taking Baker
I figured he
Mayfield.
was coming.
He's been solid everywhere he went. Like he's not great, but he's not gonna win me games. He's gonna probably lose me a couple games, but it's better than the rest of the guys that are out there. He's just better than everybody else I could pick right now. It's yeah. I couldn't go with anybody else, man. All right, we are at the 10 spot. Who you got, man?
All right, my number 10. Gotta go with my young boy only because he's my quarterback on fantasy. Gotta go, Justin.
Ooh. Ooh, I had Justin Fields way down.
Got only because 4 games in the season, 2 games he looked horrible. 1 game he looked good until
Mhm.
the debacle, and then this game going into halftime he looked good.
Bro,
And
that's so funny. That's hilarious because I have the exact argument basically, but for my next pick. That is the funniest shit, bro. It's so funny because we're in the same spot with these picks. We're just like, oh, I have to, but I'm going with Jordan Love for the
Ah.
basically the same reason because in one game he had a great first half, bad second half. In another game he had a great second half, bad first half. One game he had a good first quarter and a bad rest of the game. Another game he had a bad, you know what I mean? It's the same exact thing, and just they're both of these guys too inconsistent to be. They both have the skills to be higher up on this list,
Yeah.
but they're just not executing. And that's the range we in. I feel like this right now, I think we just hit the next cliff of like that's what I was saying. Once you cross 10, now we're in ugly zone. So you got pick 11. Who would you like to take?
I'm about to throw a wrench in it.
Uh-oh. It's hard to throw a wrench in this because I'm looking and I don't feel
Is
good
it?
about none of my
Can I
lists.
can I not add Kyler Murray to my list?
Yeah, you can add Kyle. He's active in the NFL. You can actually.
I would put Kyler Murray at 11.
That's a solid pick. I forgot about Kyler Murray. Damn. Good. That's a hell of a wrench because I totally forgot about Kyler.
I was looking at
That's a
I was like
good
Arizona.
pick.
I'm like, wait, Kyler Murray is. I mean, we've seen him lead a team to the playoffs with a
Mm-hmm.
top 1, 2 seed that
Yeah.
year when they was 12-4, if I'm not mistaken, or they was born in 12-4. I can't remember what they were. I
Oh
mean, he
yeah, I know
did
what you're talking
fold in
about.
the playoffs, but
Bad.
bad
And
fold
then
against
came
the
out
Rams.
start of
But
the year
he
one
also
and
was playing
six.
Aaron Donald maybe in his apex of his
That's true.
career too. It was just like
That's
Aaron
true.
Donald was crazy that year.
Yeah.
So I don't
That
know.
was a good one. Oh, because now I'm just looking at mine like, do I like any of this? Because that's it. Kyler Murray is the cliff. That's where the cliff is at now. Because okay, right now I'm plugging my guy in right now, active in the NFL. Oh, I can't do that after watching this game. I can't. I can't
You
do
was
it.
gonna go Sam.
I'm going Derek Carr instead, just for the oh my. Basically, the only reasoning I'm going this way right now is because there's still like a hope in there that Derek Carr could be the old Derek Carr. He still
Hmm.
pops up in the Saints games every once in a while now, and this is almost just like a I hope you can be the guy you used to be. That's it. I don't really have there's no
Yeah.
other good we know who he is. I know what he's gonna do. He's gonna just say fuck it and throw the ball down the field 40 yards to a guy who's triple covered. He's gonna do that twice a game, and I'm just hoping that one goes our way. That's it. So we're at 12. Who you got 12?
Same reason for this next guy. I got to go Russell.
Ah, this is the area. I have a group of guys where it's kind of just that, where it's just like, I
It's just
hope you
like
can be what you used to be,
what you
really.
used to be, like, and then if not, then there we go.
You're toast, yeah. Like you're done for your whole career. You gonna be out the league.
I might as well just be looking for another job.
Yeah. So that I'm just gonna stick in that same vein of I just can you be close to what you used to be, Deshaun Watson? Can you kind of like just 60%? I'll take if I get 60% of the old Deshaun Watson, that's
You
fine.
got a wild card team, maybe.
Yeah, like I'm good with that. But right now, how it's been, he started showing it a little bit last week, where it's like, okay, that's service that's better than you've been for the end of last year.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got Deshaun Watson. We're at 13. Who you got 13? It's 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 all bad now. There's no good left.
Uh, I would
uh,
probably go back to Arizona and get Josh Dobson.
Josh Dobbs. Yep.
Yeah.
It's funny because that is who I had next. It's just like, yep, you're
It's your turn, buddy. Like just
yeah,
like how
like
his career went. This is
just
how
like how
this
it
is
is right
going.
now. Like
It's just
you're
like,
all
hey,
we got.
bro.
You're the only thing, the only option that we have.
It's
So
like you have to go out there, like at least for a year.
because the people that are next is not great. It's funny because he's wedged in there because the next guy I'm taking is in the same thing, bro. It's the same shit. Like this is the I can you just be the old you? Can you please just for a little bit for a couple games of the season? Can you be the old you? And it's Ryan Tannehill. That's what I have next. It's like
Yeah.
can you just not be bad still? Like you're bad right now. Can you just not just stop doing that and just go back to what you used to
Just
be?
be better than just a play action, turn around, hand the ball off to the running back,
Yeah, just
quarterback.
all
Like
I need to do is check it down and not throw a pick six, please. That's it. Just don't throw it picks. I don't. Y'all gotta do is hand it to Derrick Henry. We got Derrick Henry throwing the ball in the red zone. We just need to be better than that. That's it. That's all I need. But okay, we are at 14. We wrapping up here. Who you got? 14. Second to last pick for you.
I would probably go.
That's why I said this is so much funner than stopping it at 10. Because 10 would just be like, oh yeah, now we're in. You
I
gotta
just don't.
make some real decisions now.
Yeah, it's real decisions, but I would probably go only because he young and probably maximize his potential if we get the right stuff around him. Bryce Young.
Oh, okay, nice.
Yeah, we don't know. We just don't know
That's a
about him yet.
TBD. That's a TBD pick. Like, yep, like
Yeah,
you should be. If we do this right, you could be good.
right. But it's just all on what you do.
So
They
you
tried, but they ain't doing too well.
nah. And so you got Bryce Young for that reason. I have the next guy I have for basically the opposite reason. Is I know exactly who you are. I know exactly what you can and can't do. This yo 5th year in the league, and I know what it is. It's not good. It's not good. I repeat, it is not good. But these are what we're left with at this point. I'm going with Danny Dimes himself because I know what he is. I know what he's turnover prone, but he can run the ball really good. And I can like right now the line is terrible. He has no offensive weapons. I just think if you put him on if he was on the 49ers right now, I think he'd probably be better than Brock Purdy because you could just do more with him.
Mm,
But he hasn't shown that
yeah,
to be transparent. He has not shown that he could be capable of doing it. I just believe that because I just think the Shanahan system is
crazy.
even though I did a whole hour episode where I broke down why the Shanahan system is kind of bullshit. I still after watching it again this year and seeing what Brock Purdy's doing, I kind of get it now
It's
because the
get
Shanahan system ain't got
get the
shit to
ball out
do.
quick to
Yeah,
your playmakers.
it ain't got shit to do with passing schemes at all.
It's
It's
getting it to your
literally
playmakers.
yes, it's pull blocking and bootlegs, and that's the scheme. That's what makes
Yeah.
guys just wide open because we run the ball so much that when we bootleg, somebody open. But yeah,
Just
I
like
got
as soon as they see the offensive lineman pull, they like, oh, it got to be a run, dump
yeah, and I can just go the other
it.
way, flick it down to Debo, he'll take it for 50. But yeah. So Danny Dimes, last pick for your quarterback
you
draft.
you actually might be really surprised about this because I don't think you thought about this guy either.
Uh-oh.
But he probably could have jumped a couple of these people on this list if he was a starter.
Uh-oh. I forget who I forget. You're probably right. I feel like, yeah. Uh-oh.
And I'm going 15. I'm going Cooper Rush.
Oh, okay. That's fair.
I'm definitely probably going Cooper Rush right now. Only because as a backup, he showed us like what he could possibly do, which he should have got a starting job this past year, but ended up re-signing with Dallas, which was kind of
Yeah,
weird
kind
too.
of wild.
So, but he definitely could be a. I ain't saying up here we starting to pick him like up there with Gino and all them, but I'm
No,
saying he probably could jump the list and be up there where Russell and Justin and Jordan is his first
he could
year
when you
starting.
said that I'd look and
Like,
he could definitely be up here with the guys that I have because I basically just have all starters. I totally didn't even think to look up everybody's backups because you could also throw like Andy Dalton looked good last week. You could throw somebody like that in there too.
yeah, but we're seeing Cooper Rush.
But is Andy Dalton right now? Is he better than Kenny Pickett, Mac Jones, Desmond Ritter, Jimmy G, Bryce
I
Young, Justin
only because
Fields,
I'm thinking of when I
Daniel
hear Andy
Jones?
Dalton, I'm thinking about old Andy Dalton. But like as of right now, I don't want any of those names. Like
Exactly. That's my point.
it's
So it's like
like
Andy Dalton could
I
be
would definitely have
serviceable,
Cooper Rush over them.
but then it's also
He
like,
only reason why Andy Dalton is serviceable is because he's been in the league
yeah,
12 years.
he's just
Like
solid guy. Yeah, that's why it's like another name when you say that's like, could you put Jameis in this same vein? It's like I
he
don't
was
want him
on
to
my list
start.
for a second.
It's like I don't want Jameis to start, but
No, but
if I
if it's
have
like my
to,
15th pick,
yeah.
like that's kind of how I got Justin Fields at quarterback in fantasy. Like by the time I got to get a quarterback again, I was down to
You're just like fuck.
him. I was
Yeah.
like, who's gonna give me the most points? The one who throws and run the most out of all these
Hopefully
quarterbacks.
he can put up 1,200 rushing yards again.
Right.
So to wrap it up, oh, Oh man. I'm just gonna go with the list and trust the list. And oh, it's so gross. But Kenny Pickett, just because
All right. I don't even explain it. I don't even need an explanation with that
it's
one.
just I'm just
It's just like
he's
who's the
still in that vein. He's still kind of in the Bryce Young thing. It's like I don't know. He can be good and he could be fucking. I don't know. Like it's gross. But it's funny because
Kenny
the rest
fucking
of my
Pickett?
list is Kenny Pickett, Mac Jones, Justin Field, Bryce Young, Desmond Ritter, Jimmy G, Zach Wilson. That's the rest of my list, and that's why I was like, it's disgusting at
I
this.
was definitely gonna go backups before I went a lot of those quarterbacks.
But I
You
just,
see, you see, I went Josh Dobbs
it's funny. I got
and
Josh Dobbs at 24, so he's right. It's Derek Carr, Deshaun Watson, Russell Wilson, Josh Dobbs, Ryan Tannehill. So you picked him right at right where I would have picked him anyways.
yeah,
I just forgot about backups. That's where I fucked up because if I would have went through the backups, you're right. There are backups that are like, yeah, it's like would I put Gardner Minshew right here in the same place as Kenny Pickett, Mac Jones, Daniel Jones? Probably, yeah. Like it wouldn't
probably
be.
yeah.
It's not gonna be much worse
Or
if it is.
would you put Chad Henne somewhere?
Yeah, like you know what I mean. Yeah, shit like that. Where it's like,
Chad Henne with the
yeah,
Chiefs coming off the couch. Look, Matt Moore with the Chiefs coming off the couch. Look like
yep.
some of them
You're in there.
quarterbacks.
You in
Like
the
it's
same area.
like
But
so.
let me do the sting for the little for the TikTok. All right. So we've done the draft and now let's go over the 15. Daniel's 15 picks are, and I guess I need to learn how to edit. His 15 picks are number 1, Mahomes, 2, Herbert, 3, Jalen Hurts, 4, Trevor Lawrence, 5, Goff, 6, Matthew Stafford, 7, Geno Smith, 8, Anthony Richardson, 9, Brock Purdy, 10, Justin Fields, 11, Kyler Murray, 12, Russell Wilson, 13, Josh Dobbs, 14, Bryce Young, 15, Cooper Rush. And then my 15 are 1, Josh Allen, 2, Joe Burrow, 3, Lamar Jackson, 4, Tua, 5, CJ Stroud, 6, Aaron Rodgers, 7, Kirk Cousins, 8, Dak Prescott, 9, Baker Mayfield, 10, Jordan Love, 11, Derek Carr, 12, Deshaun Watson, 13, Ryan Tannehill, 14, Daniel Jones, and 15, Kenny Pickett. And that was the quarterback draft, ladies and gentlemen. That was fun. That was a fun little
Yeah, that was.
exercise.
I was thinking we probably should have just did 16
And
because
just
it's
fuck
32
yeah.
teams.
I just
It's just like,
didn't want to have to do this. I just said 15 because I was like, I don't want to have to keep doing that. Because then now we're talking about, we're talking about the
yeah,
backups and
like
Jimmy G.
you get Jimmy G and I get Zach.
Yeah,
I hate.
exactly.
I don't want Zach, but
That's why
that's a PI.
I did two different lists. And when I looked at both lists, I was like, 30 is like it just stops being fun around like 12. Once we both got to 12, really, it was like Deshaun,
It's like
Josh Dobbs.
I guess I get him.
We'll have to do this with another position at some point, like when we
Not as big,
do it.
not as much stuff. I mean, I
No,
guess
no,
it
no,
could
no,
be
no,
a
no,
little
no, no.
bit.
You can. I don't think we can
Receiver
do
could be pretty
15.
deep.
Yeah, receiver you could probably
Receivers
get
could get,
15.
yeah, you could probably
Yeah,
get 15 with receivers. It
but like
might be
running
easy.
back, you can't go fit. We can't go 30 running backs. That's crazy.
I
I
mean,
don't.
a lot of teams do dual backs nowadays anyway.
Yeah, but it ain't gonna be. It ain't gonna be the same. Either way, that was a good list. So let me see. What time is it? It's 9. Okay, that's you want to do. We can skip top tens. We can save that.
Yeah, we say that. You ain't got to do a top 10 every week.
No, I mean we did it. That would be every other week at this point because I think we did it 2 weeks ago, not last week. So let me pull up week 5. We're actually watching the first game of week 5, and the Bears are blowing out the Commanders.
Commanders just
Oh, they just
scored.
scored. Nice.
Yeah.
Hopefully they
Logan
can make the
Thomas.
game. Sam Howell is cool. No,
He's
neither of us took
decent.
Sam Howell. Forgot to take Sam Howell again. I didn't
I
have to
named him.
take Kenny Pickett.
No, you didn't.
Fuck.
You did not.
Too late
I feel like
now,
every
man.
quarterback I got would be more serviceable under me at quarterback.
I forgot Sam Howell. I could have had Sam Howell instead of Daniel Jones or Ryan Tannehill. I should have
Yeah,
took him
you
after
definitely could have had
Deshaun.
him. You could have definitely had him over Daniel
Damn.
Jones, though. I would definitely have Sam Howell over Daniel Jones.
I
Right
just
now, definitely
yeah.
Sam Howell.
Yeah. Either I
You
fucked
put
it up.
Daniel
It's
Jones
cool.
and Kenny Pickett, you fucked your list up, bro. I think my list is better.
I don't
And he
know.
just ran the 2-point conversion in.
You would rather have Russell Wilson, Josh Dobbs, Bryce Young, and Cooper Rush than Sam Howell?
Yes. That's because I
Mm,
picked him.
that's fair. You doing this? I get it. I get it.
Would you
That
put
one
Kenny?
hurts. That one hurts a
You
little
picked
bit.
Daniel Jones,
I
though.
know.
I don't know.
That's the one where the last two of mine are like, I could have had Sam. Could have had Sam
I
Howell.
don't
All
know.
right, but let's get the Bears are blowing them out. Oh, they got the 2-point conversion.
27-11.
That's such a weird score.
Yeah.
So 8 a.m. Some of these games is just like blah. But we'll go through. I'll look at the main important ones because Jags Bills. Uh, Bills are favored by 5.5. It's in London, so the game comes on at 8:30 in the morning. That's fun.
That's fine. Yeah. I picked Bills to cover. I don't know. I don't think they'll
Yeah,
cover.
so I was like, this is one of those. The Bills. I'm gonna
Super,
zag.
super high, low, low,
I'm
low.
gonna zag here. I'm gonna just say somehow the Jags take this game just because they've been over there for 2 weeks, and the Bills just probably flew in a
Right.
couple of days ago, and they need
Jet
a
lag.
win, and the Bills just blew out. And there's been this. Nick Wright pointed this out. There has been this
Yeah.
weird thing this year where the hot team of the week has lost. And
Right.
that would be the Bills. The Dolphins lost last week. The Lions lost week 2.
We lost week
We
1.
lost week 1. So it's like the top, whoever everybody's looking at as the top team right now kind of just gets complacent and takes an L. So I'm gonna say the Jags win. They probably at least cover the 5.5. So probably like a 3-point game that they lose off of late field goal or something. I don't even know. I don't even understand this. Texans, Falcons, Atlanta's favored by 1.5.
I don't know how that happened. Texas winning that.
I don't know either. Like, if we just do the pure quarterback matchup, it's not even close right now. Like,
No, it's
Ritter's
not.
pure
Yeah, I seen
garbage.
when they had that one, and I'm just like one. I'm like, bro, what? Y'all don't favor the Texans by 3 and stop playing with these men?
It's
Like,
crazy. It's wild because I pointed this out on the Sunday episode I did that Desmond Ritter threw back-to-back picks. He threw the pick 6, if I remember correctly, turned around, threw an incompletion, and then turned around and threw a pick directly afterwards. And his team didn't even get mad. You know how usually you'll see somebody be like, man, fuck, what the fuck? Teammates looking frustrated. Everybody just walk back and sit down like, yep. That's our quarterback. Yep. Like they didn't even care. That was a terrible sign to
it's
me.
like
Like,
shit.
because
I
even
bet,
Zach
and I,
Wood, the Jets are like they're actively yelling at him like they care, and then the Falcons players are just like, "Yep, all right, next possession." Like, damn, you guys are fucking just deflated.
that's exactly what they don't even got enough emotion to tell him what he did wrong.
It's
It's
so
like,
sad. They're just like, "Yeah, bro, like we know he sucked." But speaking of quarterbacks that suck, Panthers play the Lions. Detroit is favored by 10. They're at home.
oh,
So maybe that's why it's indoors.
yeah,
Bryce Young must not be playing again because,
yeah. I would say
or
that's a
no,
lot with.
he did play last week. Maybe it's because he is playing. That's sad.
I got Detroit.
Yeah,
It's just that
I would take
simple.
Detroit. I don't know if they might not cover just because
I would
Tennessee's
just do
always
money line.
crazy. Yeah, because there's
I would
always the
just do
backdoor
Detroit.
cover where they don't care and Bryce Young throws some type of bomb. But yeah, we both got Detroit. That's easy. Titans, Colts. This is a fun little game if you want to watch
Yeah,
two
it's
teams
fun.
that can't really generate offense great.
Anything. I think I got the Colts winning that game actually.
Yeah. Tennessee's favored by 2.5. And it's in
Let me
Indianapolis.
see.
So they really have them as a touchdown favorite because home
Yeah,
gets
it's 3. You get 3
yeah, you
points
get 3 for being
regardless.
home. So they really got them as touchdown
Oh,
favorites.
I lied. I got Tennessee winning.
Okay, I see that. I don't know. I don't even. I'll
I
go
don't know. That's
Tennessee.
one of
I'll
those
just
pick 'em games. It's
yeah.
like a pick 'em, just like, here you go.
Especially with at 3,
Yeah.
I'd probably go Titans too. Like that's I can see that.
Oh,
Uh,
Justin Fields is getting off. All
I
right,
just
boy.
seen both them runs. Then we got Giants Dolphins. The Dolphins are favored by 12. I think that's the
Yeah,
biggest
they're definitely
line
covering.
here
And they gonna cover that too.
because they're awful. The Giants, it's crazy because a lot of people thought, and me included, thought the Giants would at least be like the last playoff team in the NFC, and it's not even close.
No,
Daniel Jones has regressed pretty badly. I don't
I
know
knew
if
that
it's
was
I don't know if it's the offensive line or the scheme or what, but he just if they're not because they're not running him as much, but
Saquon out.
there you go. There you go. Saquon.
He's
Saquon is
my
the
fantasy
offense.
quarterback.
Saquon is the offense. And then yeah, he's gone there. They're gonna lose. It's crazy because they got him favored by 12 and the over-under is 47.5.
Dolphins might score 47. They damn self.
I was about to say so basically
Daniel Jones gonna give him at least 15, 14 himself.
the Giants have what scored I think it's like 50 something points total the whole season. So the fact that the over under is 47 means that they think this game is going to be like fucking just like
Oh,
third
Miami.
yeah, just like 35 to like 12
10.
where they just kick all field goals probably like
30, 35-10. That's
that's
exactly what
just
it's good.
sad. Well, okay. So Saints Patriots. What
I
do
got
you
New
know what the line
Orleans.
is already?
It's 1.5, right?
It's pick 'em.
It's a pick 'em.
Yeah, now at least. That's
It
pretty
was
crazy.
1.5 when I seen them.
For Saints,
Uh, it was 1, yeah, for the Saints. They
yeah,
went to a pick 'em.
I could see, yeah, it's pick 'em now. I could see that because I would have bet the Patriots because they have to win this game. Like Bill Belichick and those guys, they got to win. Like it's if you
They
lose this
won't.
game, you're screwed.
Oh, he getting nasty.
Ooh, did he catch that?
Uh,
All right, let's keep going. Ravens Steelers. The
I'm going
line is
Ravens.
Ravens by 4.5. They
I don't
should,
trust. I do not trust that man Kenny Pickett at all.
but
The Steelers defense gave me -6 points on fantasy last week.
yeah, they got stomped. I watched.
I'm
That's one
like,
of the games I watched
I
that
like,
whole game because I wanted to watch C.J.
I mean, I
Stroud
still
and
won. He wide open. You missed that throw. That's
ooh,
horrible. Down. That's a touchdown.
look, he's
But
turned backwards. He
that's
thought he was Pat.
oh, he gonna tear ACL trying to catch that.
Oh, he did. Oh no.
Oh no.
And we shouldn't laugh like that, but bro, how do you call it? That's hilarious. As soon as you said that, it popped up on my screen where the trainers was around him. Oh
I
no.
didn't mean to do that. It's like how he called that. What was he doing?
Oh
Why couldn't he put
God.
no air on that throw? Like I'm
What
just
it,
so
hold on. Let me
confused.
for people listening, if you can go back, it's the third quarter. It's 9 minutes and 53 seconds left in the third quarter. Justin Fields just tried to run out the pocket, turn. He's running left. He tried to turn back right and throw it, and he threw it in the dirt. Was that Herbert? Was that Khalil Herbert?
Yeah, yeah.
Khalil Herbert had to reach down, had to stop, turn back to the outside, and try to reach down and catch it. And he looked like he tore every ligament in his kneecap. Oh, that's tough. Okay. Where was we at? Steelers, Ravens. I'm a zag and just say the Steelers. Because if
No.
they lose here, that's a divisional game, and now you're kind of you're starting to screw yourself here. You go 2-3, because if you end up 2-4, you guys are kind of toast. Oh,
Yeah, no. Definitely going Ravens with that one.
it's crazy that this next line is so close. It's Eagles at Rams, and it's Philly by 4. That's it.
Yeah.
I'm
It's
surprised by
at
that.
Rams, so that's why. And then Philly ain't been looking good
That's a
this
home
year.
game, though. Well, that's true. Yeah.
They haven't been looking good this year, so that's why they saying it. I mean, they just went to
And the
overtime with the
Rams have been playing
Redskins,
over their
right?
head too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and so it's just that's a lot. And look at the Redskins right now.
Yeah,
They went to overtime with the Redskins, and that's exactly what they
they
did.
getting blown out by the Bears, who we
And that's
blew out.
exactly why. That's exactly why Nick Wright was like, "What did he say? It's crazy how we talking about the Chiefs almost losing to the Jets and Patrick Mahomes throwing 2 picks,
But the
but
Bills actually
the
lost to
Bills
the
actually
Jets.
lost, and he had 4 picks,
But that's oh, I
three
have
of them to the same guy."
this is one of those things that gets me so frustrated. But let's move on to the next game. Another poop bowl. Okay, that's weird. Bengals at Cardinals. Do you know the line?
It's probably 2.5.
It's 3 for Cincy.
Okay,
I
that makes sense
don't.
around
I'm
there.
going
I'm
Cardinals.
going Cincy. Cardinals could win, but he walked off the field. That's good, but he limping a little bit.
Yeah, he limping
But
pretty hard. But yeah, I'm going Cardinals. I think
uh,
you can run the ball on them and just pull all the air out the ball and make Joe Burrow throw deep balls to Jamar Chase, which he can't do. He hasn't been able to do all year. I don't think this week is going to be the week that he does it. It's crazy because I talked about this. Remember the beginning of the year, I was saying if they don't, their schedule just gets worse and worse from here out.
yeah,
It gets so difficult from here out, and they're 1-3 right now. And they
yeah.
got the Seahawks next week and then bye. And it's looking like they
They could
probably
be
gonna be
Seahawks of the old, huh?
they're gonna be 1-5 going into the bye week and just get thrashed the rest of the year. But this is actually good. And this was a little theory I had for you. What if this is on purpose? Because T. Higgins' contract is up. They
What
have
they
their
want to get a
own.
top receiver.
They can go get another top receiver on a rookie contract and just continue this cycle if they're bad this year. What do you think about that? Do you think that's a good tactic to go with?
Not for a receiver. You can get a receiver anywhere.
I mean, they really need a line. They really need a left
Yeah,
tackle,
it says
to
they
be
need to
honest.
tank. They need to tank for some protection, or they're gonna be tanking for another 20 years because Joe Burrow ain't gonna be able to play no more.
Joe Burrow gonna break his
Like,
back.
like this man's been injured a lot in his
Yeah.
young career, to be honest. Like, and it ain't like tweak injuries. It's more like season
Mm-hmm.
injury, calf strains.
ACL,
It's like
yeah, it's bad.
they need to go protect this man.
Ooh,
With
yeah, that's tough. But let's go. The Poop Bowl 2.0. Two teams that would have two teams that are really still in the Caleb Williams sweepstakes. But one of these teams can get a dub and go and be 2-3. And it's the Jets versus the Broncos at Denver. And they
I
basically
don't
have it
know.
at even, but they're giving Mile High a lot of home field advantage because they got Denver by 2.5. The over under is 43.5. It's gonna be tough, I think, to get either of them to get 23 to go over. But so
I think I'm going. Well, I think I know. I got it right here. I'm going Denver.
I'm going Jets just
I don't
because
know. I
their
think
defense has slowed everybody down, at least slowed them down. So then
yeah.
the Broncos, I don't think the Broncos offense is that great. And I think Russell Wilson gets roughed up. If Pat struggled, then Russell Wilson is going
I
to
I kind of think that game against the Chiefs was the Jets'
struggle.
highlight of the season.
I mean, it could be. But this could get the ball. I think they got the momentum going. They probably feel good about themselves. And this is a team to go feel good about yourself again. I mean, the Bears almost won their game. Now, granted, the Bears look pretty good tonight, but they almost won. They should have won that game if they just kicked the field goal. They would have won.
Yeah.
But yeah, I got Jets. So yeah, Chiefs Vikings. Come on now. That's a come on now game. Come on now.
Right. That's just like what do you think?
Chiefs are only favored by 3.5, but it is at
Damn, the line drop.
Minneapolis.
It was
So
5. The line drop 3.5. I'll take
mhm.
that point though. I'll definitely take that at 3.5.
3.5 is pretty wild to give up to
What
the
is this
Chiefs.
man doing? Did you not see this last throw he just did?
Uh Justin Fields. I mean, that's why he's at the bottom of my list. Oh yeah, he took Justin Fields 10. Now get out of here with your list, bro. You got Brock Purdy and Justin Fields back to back picks. Hell nah. All right,
Yeah, but you got Kenny Pickett
that's at the
and
last pick
Daniel
though.
Jones. It
That's
don't
my
matter.
last pick. You got
It was
Cooper
other quarter.
Rush. What are
It
we
was other.
doing?
I would definitely right now. I would
We
definitely have
will
Cooper
let the
Rush over
people
Kenny
decide.
Pickett.
The people of the internet will decide who
I would
has the
definitely.
best list. And it's
Hey,
gonna be me. Come on
I got
now.
a Cowboy. I got Cooper Rush. They
I
love
got a
Cooper Rush.
Cowboy. I got Dak
Yeah,
Prescott at
they
8.
don't like him.
I mean, you'll be surprised. You would be surprised.
I
Oh,
mean,
okay.
Justin Fields still got me 24 points, and DJ Moore got me 32, so I'm good.
That's crazy. Speaking of the Cowboys, the Sunday night
Oh,
game of the week on NBC, Cowboys Niners, the real game to watch this week. They got San Francisco favored by 4.
hmm.
Yeah, so it's at San Francisco. They got them favored by 4. Over under is 45.
I'm going 49ers.
It's tough to not go 49ers. I'm gonna go Cowboys just to offset. So when we come back and look at these, we can see who
So then you
who
could,
got the
so then I
most
can
right
move
and
Brock
shit.
up my list, and then you can move Dak down.
We will see. We gonna see. Um, Monday night is Packers Raiders. The Raiders are favored by 1. I mean, it's in Vegas. I'm going Packers.
Yeah, I went Packers.
Yeah, like Packers, like it's a real team. I know
Yeah,
it's tough because
Las Vegas is one of those just like they're gonna be a
no,
spoiler team at the end of the year. If you want to, oh, you think you're going to the playoffs? Play the Vegas Raiders because that's what we're known for is spoiling you because we can't make it ourselves.
yeah, because we're
But
fucking because we're 4-11 going into the last couple weeks. Like, yeah,
yeah, nobody's worried about the Raiders. Like,
yeah,
nice stadium though.
yeah. But this is the first week of bye weeks. So the Browns,
Yeah.
Chargers, Seahawks, Buccaneers are all off this week. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, and that's week 5, and that is episode 10.
Oh, oh,
10?
oh yeah. For you, yeah, that's 10.
Yeah,
I
episode
think you
10.
just dropped 9.
Nice. It's getting there. It's getting there. I got the first video went over 100 views. Hey,
Oh yeah,
I'll
hell
take it.
yeah.
But I guess I should do a little outro so I can finally get this all set up and uploaded and do all that good jazz. But this was a good episode, it was a fun little episode.
Yeah,
That draft got long, but it was still
yeah.
good.
I still think my list is better, but it is what it is, man. You know,
We'll find
my
out.
it's it's spread. It's a little top heavy, but it's spreaded.
A
You
little bit.
know, so
I feel good about my draft all the way through. I
I
feel
don't know.
like
The middle of your list is kind of
I'll take it.
suspect.
I'll take it. I think I got either way. People decide. We will let you decide.
I think my Kyler Murray pick really killed your list at that point.
The Kyler Murray pick was a good pick, but you got Justin Fields 10. That's the
Yeah,
real problem
but
here.
but Kyler Murray could easily be
You could have moved
7 on your
Kyler Murray
list.
up. Yeah,
It could have been 7 on your list.
7.
Kirk,
He's
Dak,
in.
Baker, Jordan Love, Derek Carr,
He's in
Watson.
the
He could
10-9
easily be
range. We ain't
7
got to
on your
debate this
list.
right now. I'm doing the outro here, man. All right. He's still trying to. We'll let the people decide. This is a democracy. We live in America. The people will let us know. So if you're watching, I'm just gonna make it a whole separate video. It's gonna be its own video. If you're watching this video right now and you just watched us pick the entire quarterback draft, please in the comments below, if you think I had the better draft, leave a Carver 2X in the comments. If you think he had the better draft, leave Daniel in the comments, and we'll find out. We will find out from the 12 people that watch this video. But it was a great episode. I always forget this part. If you're watching the YouTube, like and subscribe to video. If you're listening to the podcast, make sure you follow on Apple Music and Spotify. Follow me on Instagram at the Carver 2X Show. Follow me on TikTok at Carver 2X and Twitter. All the same thing. Just look up Carver 2X and you will find the show. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you for coming and good night.